Welcome to the Hanford Dixon Show. I'm Gabriella Cruz alongside the top dog. All right. And, of course, a big shout-out to our producer, Pat.
Yes, sir.
My man.
We're in studio early today. First of all, shout-out to Burke Lakefront Airport.
Shout out.
Can I say something?
Our AC is
Can I
fixed.
cut you off? Can I say something? You
Yeah,
said
duh.
a shout out to Pat. Is it correct to say that when you introduce Pat, is he the brains of the show?
Yeah, the brains. He
Okay,
is.
okay,
He's
okay,
the
okay,
brains
okay.
of the
I just-
operation.
I
He's
just-
the
You guys are too kind.
nucleus.
I just wanted to make
that
sure.
Hanford, we didn't
Keeps us
address the
together.
elephant in the room already. That Gab didn't get traded away from last week, by the way. Gab is still
yeah.
with us. The trade deadline approaches, but she's
Yeah.
still with us, guys. She didn't get
Hey,
traded
thanks
away.
for rolling with the punches yesterday. Not me sitting in studio last week being like, I got a notification on my phone and they're like, are you at the ballpark? And I was like, I totally forgot.
That's
I
the
had
worst
to
feeling.
help host this event.
No. You know what? With the offers that we were getting for her, we should have traded her.
Yeah.
I mean, because, they were offering a lot to get her.
Gab's value is very high on this show.
Very high. But we decided we wasn't going to do it, Gab. We said,
Yeah,
hell
we brought it
no, we're not going to trade her. But
no.
what happened to you the last week?
Well, it was crazy, guys, because, I was a little out of sorts. Papa Cruz has been in the hospital.
Oh,
He had
right.
heart surgery. And then my guy, we ended up taking him into the ER last Friday, and he stayed through the weekend just to be sure. They put him in ICU. Just, he had a heart surgery, he had some ablations done, and, he wasn't feeling great. So it just, you know what? I wasn't even thinking on Monday. I was behind. I was one step behind all day Monday. And actually, it bled into Tuesday, too. But long story short, they're texting me if I'm at the ballpark. I'm in running shorts. And I'm, like, going through my car, just throwing on anything to get over there. So happy ending, guys. I made it in time. Workout went swimmingly. It was just hosting a little workout where they have people come and they get to do batting practice, pretend like they're part of the ballpark for a day. So it was very laid back. So I lucked out there, and then you guys took off with Jack. So
You know what was funny, because Pat and I, we were sitting here and we were laughing at you because we were saying, what the hell is she gonna wear?
Right.
Because we
saw
didn't
me
know.
run out of here and they're like,
because
good
we didn't know what you had to do, but we know it was
Right.
important.
Yeah.
But we just didn't know we said, Lord, we hope she's got.
How lucky am I that it was just like a laid back, everyone's wearing dress down to this event anyway. So I just threw on a jersey. I had shorts and running shoes on. It was perfect because it was hot out that day. And I'm just, welcoming people and telling them to go to different stations to do their little baseball simulation day. So it truly, you're right. I'm so lucky I didn't need an outfit. And I was cool with just like putting a outfit together to go in there.
Well, let me tell you this. I'm a little bit upset with you because you never told us that Papa Cruz had some kind of surgery, or he was going to have some procedure done. And I'm just going to say this to you, and you already know this. Prayer
He's going to scold.
is very, very powerful. And if you should have let us know, because we could have said a prayer. But we still now will say a prayer for
Thank you
Papa
for that.
Cruz.
I will
Yeah,
say
Gab
this.
put it out on social media, Hanford, and the response seriously was like very heartwarming because everybody and their mother was responding to Gab,
Right.
wishing Papa Cruz well wishes. If you're the praying type, like you said,
Yeah.
lots of prayers and
Yeah.
everything like that. So wishing the best for him, speedy recovery. Like he's obviously gonna. I think he's always got that heart going. You know what I mean? That's a guy. So
He's the heart
that's
and
our
soul.
guy.
He is doing well right now.
Good.
And
Good.
and honestly, Papa Cruz knows how to use social media, so he was really warmed by all the messages.
That's awesome.
See, Hanford, that was kind of my announcement. I guess I should have directly texted you since I realized that you're hit or miss on checking this.
Well, I just want to say this. I'm glad he got a chance to say nice things or enjoy social media. My daughter calls me and she said, Hannah, she said, Dad, what did you say? I said, what do you mean? What did I say? You're getting roasted on social.
You're getting flamed, and he's just an ignorant.
Yeah. I'm like, what are you
doesn't care.
talking about? I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
Is it about the Browns? I would hope.
Yeah, well,
Jack and I were roasting you probably.
because
Jeez.
you remember the big question about the owner, who
Oh,
I
yeah.
think is the the best owner going right
is that the
now.
one that you took?
Yeah,
Said the Haslams.
yeah, and oh my God, she said they're roasting you all over it.
Man.
She said, oh, they're saying that you just want a front office job and all this. It was so funny, man. I didn't know. I
You were
said,
brown nosing.
come on, you guys. I thought you guys liked me. Come on, you can't
love the top
do
dog.
the top dog like that. You know the top dog love you guys. Look at my shirt right here.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, Hanford was out. You were, was that in Canton? Or where was that at with the
Guys,
flag football stuff?
You wouldn't believe everybody that was out there. I mean, it was so many people. I didn't know. I was doing something a little bit separate. The Cleveland Browns were putting on a football camp for a bunch of kids and guys, and boy, it was so many girls out at this camp too.
Yeah.
I mean, it was unbelievable. The young ladies that was out and practicing and playing football. But guys, what I didn't know that they had out there. The reason why there were so many people out there, they had the flag football championship.
Oh.
The NFL,
Yes, sir.
had that going on out there, and I'm telling you, it was just packed, and it was so funny because the way they named this, a lot of it they take. Say for instance, they'll have the Cleveland Browns team, they'll have the Raiders team, they'll have the Broncos team, and it was just, and they have the championship for the girls and the championship for the boys, and it was just awesome, and just so many people out there. But I was part of a different camp, and I think I had John Hughes was out there with me, who played for the Browns. Drew Pearson, who is
take a look at these guys.
Yeah,
Nice.
with
Look at the fellas.
yeah.
Hanford's
the
always
boys.
got
There's-
extracurriculars on the weekend.
There's
He's
the
just-
boys out there. We're on the field and we're just kicking it right there at the camp. Don't you say one word.
No, you guys look
Just
great.
chilling.
Thank you,
Look
thank you.
at you guys.
And
all
it
sharp.
was fun.
When you and your bright orange
You
shorts.
like you like those orange shorts
Those
and
things got an off
team
button or
issues.
what?
that was good. That was good.
Hey, speaking of roasting,
Yeah.
we got to keep it in studio also.
yeah.
It's
that
her
was
first
good.
segment back, Hanford. It's
That
her
was
first
good.
segment back. You got to get roasted.
You know who
gotta
else
get
got
roasted.
roasted? Cleveland. Cleveland got
Yeah.
roasted by Johnny Manziel. Did you see that, Top Dog?
Oh, I did. But real quick, the other guy was Leroy Butler. That was the other,
Okay,
and him and Drew, obviously, two Hall of Famers. But
Great photo.
I heard about
Great group.
that.
Yeah, he said a little something about
Yeah, he was on a
Cleveland
podcast.
and-
Take a look at this, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hated Cleveland, he said. That place aided to my depression for sure. It's like, I mean, I get it, guys, but like, that's not a Cleveland issue. I think that was much more of a personal issue for Mr. Johnny, but
Oh,
you know,
if
you
it
didn't
isn't
get to
the consequences
yeah,
of my own
the consequences
actions.
of my own actions, guys. Isn't that crazy? But like, what was your reaction to this from Johnny Manziel?
I can't believe that he would say that. I mean, Cleveland was nothing but they opened up their arms
my
to
goodness.
him
We were
and
so excited
welcomed
for this
him
guy.
to the city. And for him to come back and say something like that, everybody knows Cleveland. Cleveland's a great place, a great city, a good, hardworking, blue collar people. What I loved about it reminds me of home back in Alabama. You know, everybody just every day they're gonna grab their lunch pail and they're gonna load it up with lunch and let's go to work. And apparently he didn't want to work. I mean, I can't believe he said that about
I think
the
this
city.
is actually just affirmation that shows that he didn't spend enough time actually in Cleveland. He was out partying and doing.
Yeah.
He was not aware of what Cleveland even is then to say that, because anybody who's got a pulse on what we are, who we are, and the fabric of our community knows we're such a welcoming, loyal, almost delusional at times fan base. We are giving you more than one chance and more opportunity to show yourself, even if we're losing, because that's just how we're built.
And we all wanted him to succeed, to have success when he was here in Cleveland. I mean, everyone wanted him.
I remember
and,
where I was when we got him. I was at a track
my
meet.
goodness,
And
yeah.
I like, it was like one of those things where we're like,
and we were excited.
I was thrilled. I'm
Yeah.
like, things are gonna change. I'll never forget. This had to be 2014, right? And I was at a track meet, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna change everything for the Cleveland Browns. Everyone was so excited. So, Johnny.
Yeah, the funny part too, guys, is like our division rival, Chad Johnson, came to the to defend the city. Look at this. I would
This
never
is
blame
cool.
the city. The city's not an excuse. I've been to Cleveland before. I love it.
Yeah.
And honestly, like that's so funny because Cincinnati and Cleveland are not that different, but Cleveland gets such more of a bad rep than almost any other city in the country, to be honest with you. that seems more like a Johnny issue, especially with people like Chad Johnson defending Cleveland.
But didn't Chad say something else? What?
He said it was sick.
Yeah. He said Cleveland was sick, right? Mm-hmm. And I had to ask you guys.
We had to explain.
You guys had
it's a good thing.
When he said sick, I didn't know which way I was going there, but I'm glad you guys had to clear that up for me. I have another question for you guys, real quick, before we break out of here. You been to any concerts lately?
Oh gosh, I knew. I know exactly where you're
go.
going with this. The guy who is all about tea, Hanford. I just know you had to be all over this storyline because Hanford loves a little gossip. He loves a little tea.
I can see you now ducking down at that concert, and then my man is like, "Is that my girl Gabby in that picture?"
No chance.
What are you saying?
No chance.
And then you know what I would say, Gabby, don't do it, don't do it.
All right, first of all,
I'm only kidding. You wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't be. I wouldn't be caught dead in one of those scenarios. However,
no.
I do know you just ate this up. Storyline.
I couldn't believe it.
I know you had to have read every article and been like,
I could not.
Coldplay concert,
yes.
guys. Unbelievable.
Did you guys? Was that crazy or what?
It was so crazy. I thought it was orchestrated for a minute. I was in the camp where I was like, "There's somebody here knows that they were going to be here. They tipped somebody off, and this had to be a conspiracy."
Well,
it's just too coincidental.
Right.
Well, the one thing after the repercussions from this, it wasn't. It was real. And I have one other question. Did you guys at the stadium?
Oh, we did.
We did
a riff of it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Actually, when I walked in on Friday, I submitted a suggestion to do a riff of it, and then they already planned it. They already built it in.
Love it.
Good.
Because in one aspect, it's like very serious and it's sad, but in another, it's like we all have the same twisted sense of humor where we're like, all right, nobody's gonna die here, but it is they've made an example of it from. I don't know, maybe it's the universe, maybe it's God. Just putting every other person out there on notice or something.
And on a serious note, it was just absolutely horrible. I mean, it's just...
Nah, it was funny. Come on, it was funny. You got caught with your mistress at a Coldplay concert. Come on. Guys,
get us out of here, Gab. Get us
the way that
trying to wrap it up like on a serious note.
No,
that was terrible.
That was terrible. Adultery is bad, guys. Don't you do that. Don't you do that.
All right, let's get out of here. We got to get focused. We've got Browns headlines coming up after this break. Thanks so much for watching the Hanford Dixon Show. Welcome back to the Hanford Dixon Show. We're going to get our Browns headlines kicked off thanks to our friends at Northeast Factory Direct. If you're looking to remodel your kitchen, or maybe you're updating your furniture, freshening up your patio, or looking for a new mattress, everything is right at Northeast Factory Direct. No fancy showrooms, no high-pressure salesmen, just high-quality items at great prices. And it gets even better for our viewers. Just click the link on our socials and fill out what you're looking for, and we'll hook you up with a Hanford Dixon discount. As I hear his phone go off.
Brand new phone. Brand new phone.
Who dis?
I don't know how to work it. I was trying to turn it off.
Hanford just retired. He had the first iPhone ever. And he just finally turned it in. For
That's
an
low
upgrade.
down. That's low down.
That's low down.
Just kidding. He would never have an Apple phone.
Hey, Hanford, when you were a rookie, would you have gotten a new iPhone, do you think? When you showed up to training camp?
No.
You wouldn't have gotten a new phone?
No.
No? Okay. Do you think the new rookies right now, the Browns that just reported, do you think they got a new iPhone?
Well, they don't need them because, with those iPhones, big dog,
big dog.
That they can look right at you when you're talking,
Yep.
You got to leave that alone, That's all I'm going to say.
That's right.
Yeah, we got the rookies reporting to camp, Hanford.
Best time of year.
So finally, we got something cooking, right, Pat? Like something to look forward to, and
boy,
I mean, we've had it's hard. Everybody gets so antsy this time of the year, and we're just setting our sights on any little thing that we've got. We're grasping. It feels like the season is coming now.
Well, also too is you're right. Everybody's, the rookies are already in, and I think this week everybody will be in. But camp is just, I hear people complaining, talking about camp is too long. And I say it's not. I mean, because they have to get the work in. We didn't have camp. It wasn't this long, but we had 2 days. And we practiced really twice a day. I mean, twice a day we would go at it, and I think they have to get everything ready because all the you have new systems, maybe a new coach here and there, and everybody's just got to get ready and be ready to go. And I think they will by the time the season starts. But I'm like you guys, I'm so excited right now. I'm just really, really excited because I've been looking for some excitement or something to do, something to talk about, but now we have it because the Cleveland Browns, baby, and I tell people all the time, even though the Guardians right now, they're in the middle of their season, we love the Guardians, we love the Cavaliers, but this is a Browns town, guys. I mean, everybody loved the Cleveland Browns, and we pretty much have everybody on the contract except one that has not signed his contract. And Pat, you know who that is?
Yeah, we do. That's the elephant in the room, guys. And I know, Gab, we talked about it last week. It was. I'm really interested to hear your perspective. We don't need to really. Yeah. I think everyone's kind of talked about it. You said it so well on the Cleveland show last week about the Quinshon Judkins situations where, it's a terrible situation. He's currently without a contract, and that leaves the Browns kind of in limbo. But that doesn't change the his actions in Fort Lauderdale and everything like that.
Yeah,
so you kind of wait for an answer from Quinshon where he's like, he needs to face the music. You know what I mean? Like, I think Gab, you said it really well. Like, we'll give you a chance to change yourself if you're wanting to change yourself. You've got to be about it if you want to change it. But until then, I don't think he'll be on a football field in Berea.
Yeah, you never want to reduce people, in my opinion, to villains. Of course. Off of glimpses of their worst moments. Because, I'm a fair human being. Everybody is imperfect. However, this does seem to be a bit of a pattern. Exactly. So my only thing was I hope that we just continue to take action just so we can keep holding people accountable because it's the right thing to do. And it really translates to the field of play, too, because you look at how there could be, I don't know, just what that does for the team aura and just how they think that the public is viewing them now. And whether it's acknowledged or not, there is some rifts that happen when things like this come up, and it affects the actual team. So I think all the skills necessary to handle situations like that positively are all great skills that transfer to the football field. Being able to have emotional management and control of yourself are all incredible things to have on the football field too. So I'm sure that this will get handled and appropriately we can move on from it, and I'm hoping for all positive things moving forward. But in the meantime, he's not here.
Yep. Yeah, and it's just terrible for everybody involved. And also, unfortunately, we've had another one, Bush. Yeah. He was pretty much that same pattern or that same charge?
Devin Bush. So I got a whole tangent about this, guys. Social media is a very difficult game. Being the social director for an NFL team, tough. Devin Bush's birthday was the other day. Mm-hmm. The Cleveland Browns posted happy birthday to Devin Bush the morning that he's getting arraigned for assault on his girlfriend.
Wow.
Yeah. Guys, pro tip for the social managers out there, watch your scheduled posts, okay? Mm-hmm. Because that is crazy. Yeah. The Browns, it's a bad look for your organization, first of all. The Browns shouldn't be employing Devin Bush as he's getting arraigned for assault and, menacing on his girlfriend. Right. Also, it needs to be in not at training camp or anything like that. Obviously, he's not here. But it's so crazy, too, because that's two guys this offseason. And then Devin Bush, we're getting birthday posts from the Cleveland Browns at Browns. You got to be fucking kidding me right now.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating for me.
Yeah. And I was, and I was telling, I don't know, I was talking to one of my boys, and the thing I said, I don't care. I remember my dad, he just, it's never, absolutely never okay to raise your hand to a woman. I mean, it's just...
To your point, Pat, it probably was a scheduled post.
I know.
They're probably
And I know I'm being too harsh on the social media
manager.
Yeah, no, but it's
a good point.
But
it's
it's so funny because that's the attention that the Browns get in the off seasons now, it feels like. Isn't it? It's every single off season there's someone off the field who's got an assault issue, an anger management issue. Like Shedeur Sanders with the speeding is not even that big of a deal, but there's always some sort of off the field issue with the Browns, it feels
so
like.
True. Well, and I almost feel for the social teams because it's harder for them.
It's brutal.
They're trying to make everybody look good, and they put hours into this time, and then if, God forbid, they don't read the news right away or they don't get immediately informed, or they gotta.
Let me ask you guys. You guys will know the answer to this. I don't. You guys said that it's a scheduled post. Yeah. Can you unschedule
Probably,
the post?
Yeah. I would have to imagine you can.
Yeah, you can go in. I think you can doctor things.
That's so funny, though, because, as soon as the guy's away from the team, how do you not just unschedule that post? it's a whole other discussion.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if birthday posts go so far in advance of scheduling.
Yeah, still though.
But yeah,
the greater issue, guys, is just the off the field issues with the Browns.
Yeah, it's their problem, not that. Yeah, that's
exactly.
Vegas.
Because if you take a look here, guys, Shedeur Sanders is thrown to Luke Floria at the rookie camp. That's what we want to be talking about. We want to be talking about the rookies who are in, the excitement that we've got, and obviously that's what we will talk about.
I was going to say we should be talking about.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about because we got guys like Luke Floria, a great storyline, local product, that type of thing. Let's just get excited for that. Hopefully, we can, as an organization, make a culture change to put these off the field issues behind us.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and it's very unfortunate too because he hasn't signed his contract yet, and if you look now, a lot of the second round picks now they're starting to sign their contracts, and a lot of them they're getting part of their money guaranteed. So it's going to be interesting to see once, and I'm sure he's going to sign his contract. Once he signed his contract, to see how much of that is going to be guaranteed. But hopefully the kid, he look at it where he's made a mistake and he's a better person. He becomes a better person.
And
from
he's
it.
young, and some of these standards aren't set at the collegiate level or even the high school level.
Yeah.
So, this is a good example. I think there could be some positive out of this.
I like what you said. We hate what he did, and we're not, we just hope that he's going to be a better person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got plenty of time and evolving to do, and we're looking forward to hopefully seeing that play out when things come to fruition here for us. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be back with more Hanford Dixon Show right after this. Welcome back to the Hanford Dixon Show. It's time for us to go around the AFC North, brought to you by our friends at Garage Beer. Garage Beer comes in just 2 flavors, classic light lager and lime. No frills, no bitterness, no IPAs. It's just beer-flavored beer. Find local retailers who sell Garage Beer near you by visiting drinkgaragebeer.com. Okay, Hanford, we got to talk about this. Somebody just got paid.
Cha-ching,
got paid.
cha-ching, cha-ching.
TJ Watt. Did you see this? The 3-year, $123 million deal.
How about that?
The extension to stay in Pittsburgh. Well, what were your initial thoughts?
Man,
I know you were a little conflicted.
Yeah, I'm sitting here saying, damn, I was born too young. I mean, just way too young because the money that they're throwing around today is just unbelievable. And you just hit it right on the head talking about TJ. And he's the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history. That's NFL history with that 3-year, $123 million extension that he just got.
Yeah.
I was laughing because his brother JJ came out and he made a comment and he said this guy, he said he better not and never right now let me reach for a check in order to pay for dinner or anything right now. But and I was talking about JJ. Guys, do you guys realize this? JJ had a 12-year career. Right. I mean, I'm going to put this in perspective.
Crunch some numbers for us, Top Dog.
He had a 12-year career. Now, with this 3-year, $123 million contract, he pretty much beat the earnings of his brother, who in his entire career, I'm talking about 12 years, I think his total was $129 million that he made. And TJ got 120. It's 3 years. Now 3 years, guys.
It's a different game now.
It is
with the money
crazy the money that they're throwing around. And you can say what you want to say, but you're talking about TJ, a former I think NFL player, defensive player of the year,
yes, sir.
And first team All-Pro, I think 4 times. This guy is a phenomenal player. And he deserves, I think, every penny that he's getting. Now, I'm a little bit upset because we all know, I don't look at the Steelers, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, I don't look at the Steelers as being a team that throw around money like that.
Right.
I look at them, they'll sign a guy to a good contract every now and then, but not this kind of money. And I was hoping that they wouldn't sign him. And I was hoping that TJ would he was going to hold out of camp, and we didn't have to see him But God damn it, you know he's got that contract. You know he's going to be raring and ready to go now.
Yeah.
You know it.
The crazy part, too, guys, is he got $108 million guaranteed. That's $1 million per sack in his career.
Wow.
That's the crazy part. That's $108 million, one per sack. That's kind of wild, though.
Awesome.
Did you ever think about, though, like he gets paid $1 more million than per season, I should say, than Myles Garrett, but Myles Garrett has one more playoff win than TJ Watt
I was
does.
going to say, where does...
Isn't that crazy to think about?
I was going to say, where can we do some number crunching
Yeah.
with Myles? Because what was his 4 years, 160?
Yeah, it was $40 million a year, yep.
Hey, but you know, TJ wasn't going to sign unless his contract
Was bigger than Myles.
bigger than Myles. It's that
Guys-
ego. I'm
these guys
telling you now, it's that ego.
Hanford.
It's that ego. It's going to be interesting.
You know that
But
had to be part
hey,
of
guys,
the conversation.
these edge rushers right now, they are getting paid. I mean, the league right now realizes and understands how important these guys are to a defensive football team, and they are paying these guys. But again, a guy like me playing in the secondary, they deserve every penny, because when you got them bearing down on a quarterback does not have time. He's got to get rid of that damn football, and that's where he's going to throw them to us back there in that secondary.
That's right.
Yeah.
Dang, man, you know? It's times like these when...
Still, the money, guys, that they're throwing around right now, it's unbelievable.
Think about how much money the AFC North in particular has thrown around, too, because you get T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, DK Metcalf got the deal, and now TJ Watt. I mean, Myles Garrett got the extension, too. We forget about that. That was only after the Super Bowl. That was only in February, guys. It wasn't even that long ago. But, you know, he gets $40 million a year. All of these defensive ends out there, guys, it's kind of crazy. It's going to be up in the air for, you know, who spends the most money in the AFC North this year.
Do you think the pendulum will ever swing back, or do you think it's just to the point of no return? We're just going to see crazy numbers for the rest of time.
It depends who's the Players Association head, and honestly, J.C. Treader just resigned, and that's a whole scandal. We'll get into that at a very later time, but it kind of depends on the union and what this next TV deal looks like, because you could see $1 billion football player. We're about to see a $1 billion baseball player in Shohei Ohtani.
Right.
We could see $1 billion football player not too long.
Guys, you know what's funny?
I don't know if this is great for humanity. Continue.
We used to sit in the locker room, and we used to say, because we used to be in awe of all the money that the baseball players and basketball players and the money that they're making, and we were just wondering, will we ever get there? Will we ever get there? Now we are there in the National Football League. They're throwing that money around like they're doing with the basketball players and the baseball players. But guys, you know, Gab, you had a good question there. You was wondering whether or not this thing is going to level out. I mean, you're talking about owners that are just billionaires.
They're
so
rich.
Billionaires. I mean, and you're right, Pat. With the TV contracts, they're getting more money and more money and money.
Yeah.
And we're sitting here. An owner could pay this type of money to one player, well, more than what one player's getting it. But look at the other players on the team and the money that they're getting. Yeah. So I don't know. I think it's just going to keep going. I think it's just going to keep going.
Yeah, Hanford. When your boy Bernie Kosar got a 5-year, $5 million contract.
Yeah.
What did you think?
Oh, man.
Was he picking up the tab for you guys? Just like JJ and TJ?
I mean, we're talking about a quarterback back then.
Man. That's a quarterback, baby.
We were like, damn, Bernie got paid, man.
Especially like a silky smooth guy like Bernie back in the day.
He got paid. Man. That's nothing compared to the money that they're getting right now today.
We should do a simulation to see what we think Bernie would have gotten in 2025.
It's crazy because, I mean, like, shoot, he was, like, leading the league in passing and everything like that. He'd be in line for a $250 million contract. Whew. I mean, the contracts these days are unbelievable, guys.
Right. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back with more Hanford Dixon Show right after this. Welcome back to the Hanford Dixon Show. It is time for our Lipton Hard Iced Tea hard-hitting question of the week, Hanford. Just a reminder to our listeners and viewers, we are giving away Lipton Hard Iced Tea swag all summer long, and you can visit any local retailer who sells Lipton Hard Iced Tea to enter and win some golf swag. So we're even giving away, Hanford, the grand prize is golfing with Jimmy Hanlon. Great teacher, great guy. So a great get there. Be sure to check out where you can get any of your Lipton Hard Iced Tea at your local retailers.
My understanding, I just heard from a little birdie that you have been sneaking around getting some lessons from Jimmy. So
Really?
you're improving that golf game of yours.
Hanford, you're silly. I can't even. No, I can't. I still can't hit the ball.
Well, that's why you're getting lessons. See, that's what she's getting.
I'm gonna need a few more top golf lessons.
Yeah.
Before I'm even close to being
Yeah,
seen in
Hanford's
public.
doing all this talk. We got to get you on Teed Off with Joe Meglin, one of our shows on the Big Play Sports Network. Get you in there with Jimmy out on the golf course. Like, we got to see Hanford on TV playing golf.
Well,
You want to talk all this
As much
shit.
as he talks
listen to
and
me.
makes
Listen to
stuff
me.
up.
I have to tell you guys this, and this is the truth. I played last week, and when was it? Friday. I'll tell you exactly. It was Friday, and to the guys at Daystar, Ford, Lincoln, not Lincoln, Ford, and what else they got? Chrysler, Jeep, and all that. Yeah, my guys down there.
Okay.
Play with the owner, Daystar. And it was 4 of us. And what I did was I was hitting it so good, and I hit one that just knocked the pin down.
No way.
Okay.
And immediately what I did was I called Ozzy on the phone, and I said, tell him what I just did. Tell him how good I hit it. And he couldn't stand it. He couldn't stand it, you guys. I'm telling you, that. So don't be talking about the Top Dogs game. Top Dogs, unfortunately, my game gets better when I have to quit.
Yeah.
Because the season's getting ready to start, and
Yep.
you can't play anymore.
Is that always how it goes?
Yeah, and then in the beginning when we first started playing, I played like shit. Excuse the language. I mean, it was terrible.
Yeah.
But guys, I'm telling you, Top Dog hit some good shots. No.
Listen, maybe if you had an iPhone, you could have FaceTimed Ozzy to show him exactly where you put it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Did you
not.
send a telegraph? Or
Listen
what
to
was
me.
that? A
I'm not.
telegram?
I'm
How'd
not.
you let him know about
Yeah.
it? You had to verbally illustrate?
Hey, I'm not Scotty. You know what
Yeah.
I mean, guys, we have to mention that real quick
Yeah,
before we go anywhere. Yesterday,
Scotty Scheffler.
the last major. I mean, it wasn't even close. I mean, you knew this guy. Boy, you talking about can hit it. And did you see it at the end when his little boy? Oh, that was so funny.
Gab, have you
Gab.
seen this? Bennett Scheffler?
Wait, play the.
Oh,
do you have the video?
Gab,
I'll have to see this.
Gab, it was so funny. His little kid. What is he?
Oh, he's
How old
maybe
would
a
you-
year old.
Yeah, maybe.
I
He
love
stole the show.
He did. He was running out there.
I saw
to
a
his,
little clip on
and
this
his,
on
and his
Twitter.
Yeah, look
dad
at
has
this
got
guy.
that jug in his hand.
The clear jug. Look at Bennett.
Look at him
Look at this. Watch him. He's going to fall there. And dad's got to go get him.
Oh,
is that
man.
unbelievable or
That's
what?
great.
That is awesome. I love these. I love when they bring their kids. Look at that. Look at him. He's just like being a degenerate.
Yeah.
So cute.
But he just.
Look at Bennett.
He's so good. I mean, you have to start eventually. I mean, he's won 2 majors this year. You have to start eventually. Put him in the.
Oh, yeah.
Start mentioning his name with Tiger Woods.
Have to.
Because I mean, we know Tiger was the man. But okay, I'm sorry, I had to mention that, guys.
No, good. It was a great side.
Now we got to
Yeah.
get on those
Honestly,
Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, because Scheffler gets mentioned with like Tiger all the time,
Yeah.
but Tiger was very clearly like more dominant
Yeah.
than Scheffler.
Yeah.
It kind of feels like that with Trey Hendrickson and Miles Garrett a little bit, don't you
Oh,
think?
there we go.
Yeah,
Next
because
segue,
Miles,
Pat.
I mean, hey, there you go. Because Miles is more dominant, I would definitely say, than Trey Hendrickson.
Yeah, when it comes to our Lipton hard iced tea and our hard hitting question here, we do have to evaluate some of these contracts that have just happened, Hanford. You know, resetting the market with these TJ Watt, what he's made, Miles Garrett, what he's made. If you look at, you know, what a couple others have been paid on the Bengals, and when you look zoomed out at how some of these big numbers have reset the market a bit, what do you think this all means for Trey Hendrickson, who has held out here?
Well, it's funny because you talk about a team, talking about the Bengals. I mean, if you would think of a team that maybe does not have a lot of money, you would think
Well, they
of
gave a lot. They paid a lot.
Right.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And the money they had, they gave it out
gave
to
it
the big three that they have on
Now they're
offense. So, but you know what? It's funny because what they did was, guys, they their second round pick, guy Demetrius Knight, they signed him already. So and believe it or not, a lot of that was not the whole thing was guaranteed, but my understanding is a lot of that is guaranteed, and which was shocking from the Cincinnati Bengals. But you don't have a choice when you have when the guys pretty much in that second round have already set the market. So you don't have a choice. You got to follow that. Now, their first round pick, I think, is it Shamar Stewart? Is that his name?
Yes, sir.
Now, here's a guy. Now, these are 2 linemen, pretty much, that is trying to sign. From what I've heard is Trey is close to a deal. And it's going to be interesting to see what that deal is going to look like once it's complete. Because, again, as you mentioned, you talk about a Myles Garrett, you talk about a Watt, you talk about some of those other edge rushers that have signed those major, mega deals.
Yeah.
So, and you got to believe, guys, that this guy is not going to sign for anything pretty much less. Because I would say, wouldn't you guys say that he's right up there with those guys as far as
He's close. He's definitely not to the level of Myles Garrett or T.J. Watt, but he's definitely looking for that type of money, though. That's for sure. That's for sure. I don't think the Bengals are going to give it to him, though. Do you think the T.J. Watt? I mean, T.J. Watt just reset the market. He's at the top of the food chain now. Do you think that affects how much money Trey will get?
I do. I mean, I really do. And you could say what you want to say, but I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if this guy reset the market again.
Wow.
I would not.
Trey does?
Yeah.
That would shock me, Hanford.
I would.
No.
I'm telling you.
Why is that, though?
It's
Well,
there.
that's been the trend.
Yeah.
The market.
Maybe, Pat, what about this? Maybe they just do one of these crazy restructures where it's like so many years. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's always a way to fudge it to get it.
That's the thing. Like, you're
to
so
have
right.
The sticker price that
Andrew
makes
Berry's
you,
always like that too, where like the
Yeah.
sticker price is not what you're paying actually.
Yeah.
Like you could give Trey Hendrickson, I could see 1 for 35 if you wanted to do a 1-year deal, but at that point he would have just taken the franchise tag. So I don't really understand it. I can't see him getting 40. I don't see him getting to that level of TJ and Myles.
Yeah.
You're probably correct, but I do not see him taking less than 40 a year. I do not see it. I mean, you're probably right, Pat. I mean, you know,
I don't know even.
But me, if it was me, shit, 35, 40, you know, what's the difference? Give me my money. Let me go out there and play.
Yeah.
Hey, give me my money, baby. Let me
pay
play.
me my money.
Money.
Yeah. It's a lot of money in the AFC North.
We're taking a quick break. We'll be back with more Hanford Dixon Show right after this. Welcome back to the Hanford Dixon Show. Our next segment brought to you by Smart Choice Windows. Smart Choice Windows is the place to go when you need an upgrade to your home. They've got great deals in financing with 0% for 24 months or a no down payment option with monthly payments as low as $199 if that is what you're more interested in. If you're ready for quieter, more energy efficient windows, make the call. Dial 440-WINDOWS or head over to smartchoicewindows.com to schedule your free no pressure estimate today. Hanford. We're skipping your pick six because we've got other fish to fry here.
Yeah, when the president starts talking about you guys, I feel like you kind of got to mention it.
Yeah, this was kind of the breaking news as of late, as of us shooting this show. But President Trump calling for not only our baseball team, but the Washington football team, the Commanders, to change their names back to their OG status. What are your thoughts on this scenario?
Did you say President Trump or is it Biden? Who's the president?
Yeah, Trump.
You know, I just wanted to see the expression on your face when I ran that one by you, guys. You know what? You went right.
I'm like, well.
I love the expression on your face when I said that one.
Man.
Okay, where am I going with this one? You know,
You're old school, so I don't know.
Yeah, I am old school.
Because Hanford, there's a lot to be said about the tradition of the old names, and I understand there's a lot of sentimental attachment to the old Washington football team name, the old Cleveland Guardians team name. But at the same time, like I think sometimes teams move forward. What do you think?
Right, and I have to say this: when they initially said that they were gonna wanted to change the names, or they were going to change the names, I thought they were crazy. I mean, I said it didn't make any sense. I mean, why would you want to do that? I mean, and still with Cleveland. You don't have to catch myself sometimes. I still find myself saying the Cleveland Boom instead of the Cleveland Guardian. You know,
It's not a swear word.
Yeah. I mean, I really do. And of course, we know about Washington. And, for a long time, they went without. They just went with Washington.
Yeah.
But
now theirs, I feel like, is more egregious. That's just my thought.
For sure.
I mean, it feels like a slur.
that's the thing that people misinterpret is the logo of Chief Wahoo for the Cleveland Guardians is what was offensive. The Indians name was not necessarily the most offensive part, but the Washington football team logo
with everything.
Well,
the term for Washington football team and their logo and Chief Wahoo, that's where you get into the sensitivity issues.
Well, and I'm going to give my opinion on it right now. I know, if you like it, you like it, but I'm not trying to offend anyone. I just, I didn't want them to change it when they changed it, but now you have to look at it. We've been with this name the Guardians for some time now.
Yeah.
And right now you look at it as their brand. I mean, they've spent a lot of money on this brand, making this team the Cleveland Guardians. And to go back now, I would totally disagree with. I'd love to hear what you guys think, but I think you got to go with what you have right now because, again, that is the identity of the team.
Yeah. It's tough right now because we're already we're in the thick of it. We already made the decision. Now we're 4 years in, so it feels like we should keep trending in this direction. But, you never know. I don't know what happens with down the line in the future, but for me anyway, I'm like, this is what it is. This is where I'm at in the present moment, and it's about our guys and our organization and how we're running stuff. And I understand the nostalgia of names. Like, what's in a name? A name is a big thing, We attach such meaning to names and words.
I'm not going to say what I was going to say to you. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
I don't know what he's even going to say. Nobody knows what you're ever going to say.
Right.
But I just think at this point, this is my small case,
how long has it been the Guardians,
study,
guys?
4 years.
4 years.
4 years,
Yeah. I'm a
okay.
small sample size, and I'm
Okay.
also in a unique category where I work for them, and I'm just here to build memories and have fun. So my take on it is that it hasn't really affected me too much, but I do understand it has affected many. And I grew up here in Cleveland. So.
Yeah, I honestly too. It's kind of an interesting question, Hanford. You and I have gone back and forth about the Art Modell stuff.
Yeah.
If the Browns did come back with a different name, would that have affected the city as much, do you think? Or because the name stayed here in the city when Art Modell moved the team, do you think that kept a little piece of the history that we could cling on to here in Cleveland?
See, now you're talking about a different thing. You're
That's
talking
what I'm
about the
curious.
Cleveland Browns, big dog.
Genuinely,
We can't change the Cleveland Browns. I
That's
mean, we
the
gotta
thing.
we gotta stick with that name, and there's no way we would even think about changing that
right?
name. Now,
'Cause,
that's totally different.
Right,
now.
like Hanford, you're old enough to they moved the Colts.
Hey,
Hey, I'm not being rude about it. I'm talking about when they moved the Colts, right? And they came back with like the Ravens. Like, is it weird or whatever? Like,
I understand. I understand.
Brooklyn
where you're
Dodgers
going.
moved all that type of stuff. But like, I understand the people's attachments to their names, but at a certain point, like, you can just change a name and time moves forward, guys.
Yeah, but I agree. I think it's been 4 years now. You got to stick with it because, again, that is their brand.
Well,
right
yeah,
now.
because if you look at history, because what we're tied to is nostalgia, history. The reality is changes happen in history, and you move forward, and then it's just a mark in history and memories, they march on. So in the grand scheme of what's happening in the world, I'm not going to be too bent out of shape about it anymore. We've moved forward. But let's take a quick break. We'll be back with more Hanford Dixon Show right after this. Welcome back to the Hanford Dixon Show. We're wrapping up our show here, Hanford. Shout out to our friends at Infinity that this segment is brought to you by. Hanford, closing remarks here on training camp is underway. We got our rookies reported. How about a position battle you've got your eye on?
Boy, it's interesting that you would ask me that question because there's one in particular and it's the offensive line. Obviously, we know the hit we've taken with that offensive line. They haven't played as well as they have in the past. The one thing that I'm looking at is that left tackle position on that offensive line because DeJuan Jones, he is the guy that should take over that. I mean, you're talking about a guy that's really listed at 6'8", 347 pounds. Ooh. I mean, here's a guy, he started 9 games of his 11 games in his rookie season, and that was going up against the Watt and those guys. I mean, great edge rushers that he was going up against. I mean, let's not forget, guys, we drafted him, I think it was the 4th round out of Ohio State 2023 draft. Now, very, very interesting. We have a guy named Cornelius Lucas,
who
we've also we brought in. That possibly right now he can go between both tackles, but I think that job is DeJuan Jones to lose. He's going to be the guy, guys. Also, the only thing about we got Jack Conklin, who's pretty much is going to play the right tackle. But with him, we just got to keep him healthy. I mean, he's had a long list of injuries. So if he stays healthy and DeJuan takes care of that other side, I think those guys are going to be crucial in that offensive line to keep those edge rushers and everybody off the quarterback. But again, that's one battle position that I'm looking forward to, and I can't wait to see how it's going to transpire during training camp.
Pat, how about you?
Yeah, I mean, how could it not be the quarterbacks, Hanford? I know you mentioned the offensive line. You got to keep those guys upright, but I'm looking at the rookies. We're seeing a little bit of a video of, Shedeur Sanders throwing the ball, Dylan Gabriel on the handoff so far, but yeah, I don't know. It's got to be the quarterbacks. Like, I don't know how you couldn't be looking at them,
Yeah.
Well, I am looking at them, and I get all frustrated when I listen, and some people say that Shedeur Sanders shouldn't get any. He wouldn't. It wouldn't bother them if he didn't play at all this year, and if anybody was going to play, it should be Pickett or Flacco, which I think is absolutely crazy. Yeah. I mean, what the hell are we going to do? Say Pickett, should play before Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah.
Flacco, I can understand. Flacco, I think, should be our starting quarterback, will be our starting quarterback. But I look for, at some point during the season, I think Shedeur Sanders is going to take over that starting job. But guys, again, I'm so happy because, God damn it, training camp has started, and it's time to go.
Man, best time of the year.
Thanks for watching the Hanford Dixon Show. We'll see you next week.